If you are a flooring business owner and you are still relying on Angie's, passing out flyers, or word of mouth to grow your flooring business, your business is gonna die. If you own a flooring business and you're stuck between 20 to 30K, then this video is for you. Today, I'm gonna be breaking down why relying on platforms, word of mouth, or just random lead sources is keeping you stuck, and how you can build a predictable system so you can have a thriving flooring business. Let's get into it. What's good? Before we get in the video, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Yusuf, aka FloorLord Yusuf. Nice to meet you. I want to talk about a little bit of what I've done in the past up until this point. So 5 years ago, I started a cleaning company back when I was in college. And to grow that cleaning company, I had to invest in learning how to grow that company, okay? And so since the last 5 years, I've invested over $150,000 in 5 years of time in learning how to grow my cleaning company. And it's grown into one of the top cleaning companies here in Atlanta. And a part of that knowledge of what I learned is marketing, Google ads, Facebook ads, SEO, right? Hiring. I've learned all of that. And some of the things that I've done for my company is I was able to rank our company in the map pack top 3, and we were able to rank in the SERP page top 3, not only in the SERP page, but in the map pack, okay? And since then, I started a company named cleargrowth.io. And what we've done with Cleargrowth is we've helped some other service-based businesses as well. Some of our clients have been a landscape company who we've helped go from 47 reviews, no SEO, to 125 reviews, and now they're in the map pack for their certain keywords that they're going after. Not only that, but they're also on the SERP page. Okay, that's what we've done for one customer. And for some other customers, which are flooring companies, one, we were able to freelance a few campaigns for them. One campaign, we were able to get them 90 leads at less than $7 per lead. And for another flooring company who had a healthier budget, we were able to get them over 250 leads at still around that $7 budget. All right, that's just a little bit about me. Let's get straight into the video. All right, so here's the problem with word of mouth. The thing is that it is inconsistent. Word of mouth feel good because it's free, and it feels like, of course, you have that pat on the back when a customer refers you and a customer reaches out. That is really good. That is a pat on the back. But the truth of the matter is that it is completely inconsistent for your business. You have no control when new customers come in. You can't predict if you'll be slammed one month or if you're going to be slow the next. And you can't build a marketing campaign around hope, especially if you don't even have one, okay? You can't hope for people to refer you to others, okay? No matter how good your service is, if you're waiting for referrals, that's going to keep your growth capped, because referrals can happen, but you cannot wait for them, all right? So the real pain of you not having a marketing strategy in your flooring business, and why when you only rely on word of mouth, you're going to ride the revenue roller coaster. So what that looks like is you're going to have big months and then you have a dry spell. Some of the flooring businesses that I've spoken with is that over the last few months, that winter, they were very, very slow, which is normal in typical flooring businesses. But once things are starting to pick up, for a lot of them, it's taking a very long time. They think that, oh, people aren't buying floors, it's a recession. No, it's the fact that during those months, you weren't doing what you were supposed to be doing to start filling your calendars once people started coming back outside. So February, March, and April, now your calendar should be getting filled, and if it's not, it's okay. It's because you're just, you don't have the systems in place, but we're gonna get into that, all right? So if this is what you're on, you're gonna feel like you're constantly starting from scratch every single month. You're gonna feel constantly stressed and be worried about where your next customer is gonna come from. And when you're on this roller coaster, you're not going to be able to plan. You're not going to be able to plan your cash flow, and you're not going to be able to make the proper investments that you need to make, because you don't know what's going to happen, okay? So here's what happens when you're in this revenue roller coaster. 1 month, you're slow, and it turns into 3 slow months. Suddenly, you're going to be scrambling. You're going to be robbing Peter to pay Paul, to cover your payroll, to cover rent, to cover bills, or you're going to be doing the jobs yourself. You're going to be saying yes to these low paying jobs that you know you don't like to do because you need to keep those lights on. You're going to lose those good helpers, those good workers, those good employees because you can't keep steady work. People out here have bills to pay, they have mouths to feed. And if you can't keep consistent work, you aren't going to be able to keep consistent people. They're going to go find that more stable company. You're going to be making decisions. You aren't going to be making decisions based on the growth of your business. You're going to start making more desperate moves, saying yes to those things that you should be saying no to. You're going to be watching these other companies that you know aren't better than you, but they're constantly passing up. And the reason is because they figured out this part that I'm explaining in this video, and you didn't figure that out yet, okay? And then worst of all is what I don't want you to happen, FloorLord, is I don't want you to start doubting yourself, right? You're going to be doubting if all of this work that you've done in this business is ever going to work. You're going to be wondering if you're just going to be another flooring company out there. But no, you're much more than that. And everything that I just listed off is going to be the cost if you don't have a real system in your business. That is what's going to happen. Okay, you're going to stay in that hamster wheel, and it's not just you having slower growth. It's you literally risking everything that you've done, everything that you've worked very hard for. And if you can't make that plan, and you can't grow. So I want to break down how you build that predictable lead system in your flooring business so you don't have to rely on word of mouth. And so building a predictable lead system isn't just about you getting more leads. It's really about you taking back the control of your business. So here's what's going to change for you when you have a real system. So from number one, your calendar is going to be filled with jobs that you actually want to take, high quality projects and not low budget headaches. You get to choose who you work with. You're not going to be begging, asking for referrals, and you're not going to be racing to the bottom for price. You're going to be able to plan ahead of time. You're going to know exactly when that revenue is coming in because you have jobs scheduled literally 1 month, 2 months in advance already. Okay? You're going to be able to invest into your business with confidence, knowing that, hey, you're going to be able to pay for this machine. You know, you can get this new truck because you can afford it, so you can make your business look even better, okay? Because when you have that system, your growth is going to be more predictable, all right? You're going to have a reputation in your city. One thing that's really important is you looking like the authority in the market. And so when you have that rep in your city, people are going to start coming to you, and they're going to be asking you, hey, when can you come and do this for me? And then you're going to stop worrying about cash flow. You're going to be able to focus on scaling, hiring, and then living the life that you imagine that you deserve to live when you started this business. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about flooring jobs. You running a business is about freedom. It's about you building a business that works for you, not one that you work free, okay? And of course, in the beginning, you have to work for the business to get it kick-started. But if you're at that 25K mark, now is the business should be working for you, okay? And you having a lead system and predictable growth is the foundation for that freedom. Let's dive into it, all right? So here's a breakdown of the Clear Growth system and how we install it at my company, Clear Growth. All right, so number one is building authority, all right? So you need to position your business as the trusted expert in the market. That means you need to be showing up everywhere that serious customers are already going to be looking. So you need to be on Google, you need to be on Facebook, you need to be on Instagram, and building a brand that makes people trust you before they even give you that call. Customers who invest in flooring, they aren't going to be making a quick decision, okay? It's a big financial decision for them. Majority of people will only buy floors once in their lifetime, if they do, especially if they need a repair or a new reinstall, or if they just simply want to change the new design of their home. This may be the first and only investment that they make, so they need to make a right one. And a lot of times people are scared to make the wrong choice, the wrong decision. They've heard stories of contractors abandoning jobs or doing poor work and their home just like being ransacked. And because of that, a lot of customers have a wall up, okay? And so you building your authority across social media platforms like social media, Google, and your website, it's not just an optional thing anymore. It is like really required if you really want to grow your flooring business, especially in 2025 and beyond, okay? So authority is going to break that wall down that customers have. And so when they finally meet you, they're already going to be warmed up. They're already going to know you. They're already going to see you as a professional, because customers are going to investigate and they're going to stalk you. And if anything, you want them to stalk you. You want to have content. You want to have authoritative pieces of content out there so they can view you. And then they're going to view you as the expert and want to come and work with you. And if you don't have that content, they're going to keep looking around and they're going to land on someone who, your competitor, they might have all of that content. And guess what? They're going to decide to do business with him because they look like the expert, and then you'll lose them. So building your authority is super important. Okay, FloorLord. All right. Next is you need to create an irresistible offer. All right. If you only offer free estimates, you're going to be invisible. You're going to be in the sea of all the other flooring companies, okay? If you look around your market, every flooring company is shouting free estimates, free estimates. And if you want to say the same thing as everyone else, customers are going to put you in that same bucket as everyone else. Okay, this person charges X price per square foot. This person charges X price. This person does that, all right? They're going to look at you in that same bucket. You want them to view you in another bucket, all right? And so you need to offer something different, something that immediately makes people view you differently. So you need to have an offer that makes them stop scrolling and notice you, okay? So when you do something different, you can be more desirable, all right? And once you're viewed differently, you'll win higher jobs at a higher margin because you're not in the same bucket as your competitors who the customer is going to view you as, because you're doing something different. And so when you do something different and you have an offer that just catches someone's attention, it's going to make them more curious, and they're going to reach out to you to learn more about this new offer that you have versus what everyone else is already doing. So they're going to reach out to you, not reach out to them. But you have to have a more irresistible offer other than a free estimate to do that, okay? Next is I'm going to talk about you launch your ads and organic systems. This right here is how you get leads coming through your door fast, quick. You need to run targeted Facebook ads while you're building your organic traffic. So you need to run ads, plus you need to consistently post on social media while those ads are running. And while you're posting on social media, you need to be posting that authoritative content that I let you know about. You need a constant flow of leads so you don't turn off that marketing engine. So if you run it and then you turn it off, that's like a burst, right? You need to keep it constantly going, right? Pay ads get you those fast leads. And then the organic marketing on top of that, it builds the authority with those people that are coming in through the ads. Because a lot of times you aren't just going to be found on social media. You have to push, and you have to sometimes pay to play. And it's not expensive when you run your ads. Think about it. You may spend $20, $30 per day, but then you get a flooring job that's $5,000. So the amount of money you spent running ads can literally cover the job that you got can cover the entirety of the ads that you ran. All right. And that's just for one of those jobs. So you need both to work together. Next is when you get leads coming in from your Facebook ads, you need to pre-qualify your leads. So most companies treat leads like this, right? They're going to do a one call, they're going to do one message, and then they're going to have that one offer, which is that free estimate. And then they get ignored. They never hear from that customer, right? Customers don't care about you. They only care about their problem that they're getting solved. They only care about themselves. And so I want you to think of it like dating. So if you walk up to a woman and you say you're saying the exact same thing that every guy says, and you ask her out only that one time, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get ghosted. It's the same thing with leads. But like I said, if you had a new offer, you get the leads to come in. Here's something different that you're going to do. You're going to respond to these leads within 5 minutes or less before they call your competitor or another guy comes in and swoops in. No, you're going to be reaching out to them within 5 minutes or less. That is the minimum. Honestly, you need to be reaching out within 1 to 2 minutes, but 5 is the statistic, okay? the next thing that you need to do to stand out is you need to reach out to them 7 to 10 times across text message, across email, across voicemail, across phone calls. And you need to not only do that, but you send them authoritative content, show how you're different. Don't just ask for a free, hey, let us come give you a free estimate. Let us come and see. You want to educate them, because sometimes people, if you've seen my other videos, some people are in the stage where they're just looking for more information, right? And if you're educating them with more information, even though they opted into your ad, that is going to make you really stand out. And so what's really important is that you have a system where you can respond to these leads within 5 minutes. You can do these follow-ups potentially automatically. And then you're staying consistent and you have these personal follow-ups with them until they finally want to have a sit-down meeting with you. All right. So follow-up isn't optional anymore. It's how you win customers' attention. And most flooring companies simply lose because they just give up way too soon. All right. So number 5 is you want to fill up your calendar consistently. So having predictable appointments will lead to predictable revenue. So you will know your KPIs. Once you know, okay, if we have 30 appointments per month, we know that we could close 5 of those. If we have 40, we know we could close 7. If we have 100 meetings, we know we could close 10, okay? Having those numbers down packed is how you build the predictability in your business. And your system should guide leads from that interest to the appointment without you having to chase them down manually. So you should have this all done automatically. And the faster that you move with a lead, the more trust you build with the lead, and the faster that they'll want to get on your calendar and have you come and actually check out their space, or them come view your showroom. All right. When you have all these pieces working together, your business won't feel random. It's going to literally be inevitable. Like, all of this is going to make sense. And like, you'll know you'll have leads tomorrow. You'll know you have leads next week. You'll finally own that growth. All right. So just wanted to make that video to say relying on word of mouth is not the way to go. All right. So if you like this video, I want to invite you to join our FloorLord community. And if you do join and you come and join us and you're serious about controlling your growth, I have a free guide that I can send you. But the way for you to get it is you got to come and enter our FloorLord community. It's 100% free. It's going to be a free guide. It's going to be other flooring companies, and we're all going to be talking about growth, flooring business shit, and just, it always is important to have a community. All right. So I want to invite you guys, join the group, get the free guide, and we can start putting these pieces together in your business. The link is going to be down below. I want to